This is a tutorial on using ATLA Religion Database to search for journal articles, and we're going to highlight one of the special features in ATLA Religion Database, the scripture search. The link for it is at the top of the page here. I'm going to click on Scriptures, and this takes me to what they call a hierarchical list, or we could think of it as a canonical list of the books in the Bible. There you see Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, just as we learned, most of us, when we were children about the Bible. The search I have in mind is Isaiah 55, and so it's not on this first page, but when I click on Next, we see Proverbs, Song of Solomon, and there's Isaiah. This expand link is going to take me to different chapters in Isaiah, and as I mentioned, I'm interested in chapter 55. This one ends on 19, so again we want to click Next, and 39 is the last one on this page. Next. And so we come down finally to chapter 55. So I click on this link, and this builds a list for me, 55 records. So most will be journal articles. We might find an essay in a book, but I'm going to mark certain ones now in this list of 55. Number 1 looks interesting to me. Impulses to Mission in Isaiah. So I'm going to add that to a folder. And since I've performed this search before, I know that a couple more that I like are on page 3, so I'm going to skip right past 2 and go to 3. And as I look, 41 is interesting to me, so I'm going to add that to my folder also. And scroll down a little more. Number 49, God's Powerful Words, 5 Principles of Biblical Spirituality in Isaiah 55. So I'm going to add that to the folder. And now I'm going to scroll up to the top and see these 3, how they appear in the folder. And the link where you can do that is at the top of the page. And now let's notice some differences about these 3 records. The first one, God's Powerful Words, 5 Principles of Biblical Spirituality, is a journal article, but as I scan around in this area, I see there's no PDF, and so this one will become an interlibrary loan request. I'm going to click on this link, and this provides a form. When I fill in the required information, I can click on Submit down at the bottom of the screen. That sends this record to Sarah Morrison, and she'll know it's a request from me. She can order it for me for another library. So that's interlibrary loan as a possibility. The second one, Impulses to Mission in Isaiah, I notice that there is a PDF full text, so if I click on that, now the article will load in this window. I can read it right on the screen if I want to. If I hover in this area with my cursor, I can save it to the desktop. I can print out a paper copy. Or some of the tools over here, I can send it as an attachment to an email. So I'm going to go back now to my folder view and look for a second at this third item. Second, Isaiah's coping with the religious crisis, comparing Isaiah 40 and 55. Some clues in this area tell me that this is an essay in a book. The source, the name of the book, is Crisis of Israelite Religion, and this essay appears on pages 90 to 113. Now, as it happens, Erskine does own that book, but the way you find out, it's a little bit outside the scope of this tutorial. So when we look at catalog searching, that's how you would determine that. I'm going to click now on this title, and once I go into this level of the record, I see some hot links down here, and I'm going to try this link, Bible Isaiah 40 to 55. And in fact, this is a scripture search, but it's not quite the same as using the scripture index.